Peace, YouTube. This is FleurBrun coming to you today. Wow. Hold on. I'm live already. Yay. Let me put this up here. Hello, family. Oh, sorry about that. Peace, YouTube. This is FleurBrun coming to you today. I don't know if you can. I'm going to put this out of the way, right? Got a weird orientation. I wasn't ready for it. So check on it. Okay. My hair is hairing today, right? Peace, everybody. Hey, 7 grams. Hey, Melissa. Peace to the east, west, north, and south. This is FleurBrun coming today. I can't stay long, but I had to make this video because I'm on Zoom tonight with the Zombies. Peace. Hey, Teresa. I'm on with the Zombies tonight, so I had to make this video because if I didn't make it, and also Willy Wonka's League of Doom did not like me showing me testing the doggies and my woof woofs with this device. So I uncovered something that is dastardly. So check on it quickly. I don't know if I can wait until 500. It's going to be a quick video. I'll discuss it more tonight, Zombies. So tonight we'll kind of, we'll get more into it. So check on it. Hold on, my doggies are dogging. Okay. So I'm going to kind of, it's weird that my camera is like oriented on one side. Check on it, y'all. Check on it. Okay. All right. I'm going to discuss something pretty piloted and I uncovered. And again, I don't know if they'll let the video stay up. So you know how Willy Wonka and his League of Doom work. And my little ones are really loud upstairs. So I got things to do. I got to do Zoom tonight. I'm a mom. So this is like, I'm on mom time. So I had to do this quick. That lets you know that it was important. So check on in. So I wanted to, hey, Sean. Thank you. Come on in. Dogs of mass destruction, y'all. The bastards are literally Wi-Fiing everybody. So I'll wait until like we get to 200-300. I'll make it quick. This time you'll probably get a more focused video because I have to step out. But I think it's important for us to kind of get into this discussion, okay? So check on it out. Okay. I have a snap on my back. I'm disoriented on my camera, so I'm trying to like, I don't know which side to fix. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Come on in. Everything's good? Everyone's fine? You tested your mattress with the radioactive emissions that gave off was through the roof because of my phone? Listen, I talked about that. What was that? Like 2020? We were talking about that in 2020 where I think I did the same with my mattress. If it's too close to the wall, also you got to test your walls. So when you test near your walls, you take this and you test your walls because where they do the wires in your walls will have like amplified EMF frequency signal. So the point is to put your bed. My sleeves aren't even. I'm supposed to go out, y'all. I'm already a mess. Listen now. I'm supposed to go out. I just put my sleeves done. My mom would be on me like anything. Hold on. I came on just impromptu. I got to get out of here in a little bit with my little ones. Okay, so we're going to talk about the amplified Wi-Fi. So again, if you test the walls, what you'll see is, this signal here. You'll see it's like, can you see it? I don't know if you could see it. So, look how it's already going off because it's near my computer. So it's at 109.99. See how it's red? That tells you that you're being affected by Wi-Fi. So I try to make sure I put it. Oh, that lets you know I'm already being Wi-Fi'd, right? So I usually keep a distance back so that I'm not being ultrally Wi-Fi'd. You hear it, right? It's going off already. So I try to just make sure I put my bed and see it's going off. And you know what's crazy, y'all? I'm going to kind of discuss this. Let me turn it off because it's agitating. What's crazy about it is that I tested everything all the time. And if you want to put your bed, make sure you put it on the wall that is less amplified with radiation, radioactive frequencies, EMF waves that are coming through the, because wires are amplifying frequencies, right? So during the time when I tested the dogs, I got to do this quick because I got to go. And I can't wait till 500. So peace, everybody. So during the time, and also, did you see how YouTube changed my voice to an AI voice? It dubbed over my voice. There's a way to turn it off. I have to figure it out when I get home. But did you see what YouTube did? How dirty they are? Did you see that? That they literally put a dubbed voice over. And it's the second time they did it when I was discussing something like testing. Remember, I found cameras in my, a camera in my actual, like the plug, the outlet. There was a camera inside. And I called and I got that address and the person got in trouble. There was a camera inside of the literal, the outlet. So remember when I did that video, they dubbed over me. They've been dubbed. Anytime I'm talking about something like this, they try to discredit me. Oh, change the audio track to Portuguese. Ah, thank you. Okay. I may do that. It was on Portuguese. I had to turn it to English. Thank you. I'll fix it. I'm going to fix it when I come back. There's a way to fix it. So anyway, so the reason why my dogs were tested accidentally is because I was sitting and I was sitting and I was watching a video, a really piloted video on Rumble, big up to Rumble. And, it was a whistleblower. He's real ratchet. He talks about the truth, the things that the Darrows don't want you to talk about. And my leg was hurting. So I was like, oh, because I'm about this life, I know already if my leg is hurting, let me go test the actual, my technology and see if, oh, my hair is really a mess, y'all. I'm sorry. I didn't do anything. I just got dressed, y'all. So I literally went to test my phone where I was listening to the video and my phone was off the mother freaking charts. So I was like, oh my God, like this is crazy. I was like, my phone is emitting with this video. So I was like, okay, let me turn the video off. When I turned the video off, y'all, this went down. I turned the video back on. This went up. And then I realized, oh my God, every time you watch a whistleblowing video, you cannot sit close to your technology because they have those videos weaponized. If it's a whistleblower, if it's someone talking about the freaking Darrows, what's happening in Venezuela, and they're being truthful and honest, which is not necessarily because everyone's paid for online. If you've got a big enough platform where people are like over 100,000, most likely they are anchored into having some sort of agreement with only giving information that isn't too piloted and is very sublime on truth. Because if you're anything over that and you're giving truth, you're going to be on something like Rumble, you're going to be on something like BitChute, alternate platforms, and not on because everybody thinks that it's live and it's ramped up on TikTok. TikTok is literally a CIA operative spy network. So anybody big on there is supported by them, whether it's controlled opposition, whether they like the things that you're sharing because it feeds into their agenda. It's all connected. So when I'm listening to the video, this went off because my legs started hurting. And I realized, oh my God, they're using these videos to amplify frequencies. So as you're watching it, they're radiating you. They're throwing in and raising the frequencies through your television, usually through your cell phone or your laptop, whatever you're watching, your iPad. They're amplifying the frequencies if you're watching someone who's talking about the truth. Remember, we're living at a time where the truth isn't motivated, is being weaponized, it's being criticized. Okay, so usually if you're watching something that is connected to anything truthful about dispelling everything that's going on right now, they're going to put radioactive frequencies and amplify it. So I checked it, and that's how I found out about the dogs, because I flipped out. I was like, holy crap, that's why my leg was hurting. As soon as I turned off the cell phone, as soon as I turned off everything, guess what? My leg stopped hurting. So then I realized the Super C that everybody's getting because you're eating mushrooms. I told you to stop eating goddamn mushrooms and taking mushrooms. They put mushrooms in everything. What's mushrooms, y'all? It is a fungi. Fungus is a mass destruction. You thought I was being paranoid for years. You talked about me. Listen, there were people, I've been on this, like, listen, y'all, I've been about this life for over 20 something years. I've been on YouTube for over, I don't know, 13 years. So you have to understand and understand. I know the game that goes on. I've seen enough channels being weaponized, being destroyed, being vilified. I've seen people who are telling so much truth, their lives are being threatened or they've been killed like they did to Renetta. Okay. So it's not to say that I don't know what I'm talking about. You get all these people that are new. You got to ask yourself, why are all these new people coming on? Are they just newly awakened? You would have to know certain things. Now, I will say this. It isn't criticizing people speaking on truth now all, but you have to understand and understand what has motivated certain people to talk on certain topics and what kind of verification or validation do you have? You got to understand a lot of people who went to the pen have signed on to certain contracts to not speak on certain people, not to talk on the president, not to talk on certain topics, because they have signed a agreement that if they're out free, they aren't allowed to speak dastardly about certain people. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful. Look at Young Pharaoh. Look at what's the other guy? Brother Polite. I know I shouldn't put them in the same sentence, but you got to ask yourself a question: like, why, when everything was going down and he was supporting the gummy, the orange gummy, did they literally give him tons of money out of his pocket? And then he went crazy. They targeted him, and that's a whole nother story, right? Rashad Jamal had a honeypot sent to him. Then the same honeypot was sent to Rod Hayes. And then the honeypot was connected to one of the women online who has known to be a trafficker of young people living out in Mexico. I have no shade. That's what I heard, word on the curb. And I heard that from a very vetted source. Okay. And that's the same honeypot. That's the same one who said another honeypot who's out here selling through her husband $700 and I heard this word on the curb, selling what is it? Akashic records, reading people's Akashic records for $777. These are the type of people that are literally being amplified out here. Okay, so it's no shade. I'm OG. I've been on the block. I've seen enough. It's like talking to somebody who's seen a lot of things over time. And when I'm seeing that every time I go on a channel where someone is amplifying truth, speaking unapologetically, speaking against the system, and they're being literally attacked and sending amplified frequencies through your cell phone, through your Wi-Fi system, through your telecommunications, then I'm like, ding, 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 this is purposefully done. So I definitely had to come on here. Listen, I'm going to talk to the mommies first because, I'm all about the babies and the families. Okay, first. Mommies, abuelas, uncles, daddies, keep the babies away from your wires and your phones, especially if you're watching videos close about anything that's coming against the system. They are amplifying the frequencies. I remember I told you years ago, my little one, my second little one. Remember I told you I gave birth to her and I went to go take a picture of her, right? And when I was going to take a picture of her, no. That was when I took a picture of the what do you call it? What is it called? What's her name? Nancy Elijah's, oh God, what are they called? They're like grays. Anyway, I got a picture of that thing in my camera, but remember I told you I got a phone call and the phone rang and my little one started to stir and she was a baby, fresh out the womb. And I made sure when I was pregnant, I didn't put any technology on my belly, not around me. I made sure I sat on things that muted the energy in the car. I was really about this life. That's what I'm saying. I didn't wake up yesterday, y'all. When everybody's like, oh, I didn't know vaccines were, could be possible bioweapons. Well, God darn it. You should talk to some of us who were mothers, who had a mom who was in special ed. Talk to some of us who were in that battle way before. Like, I didn't wake up on 2020, y'all. I've been about this life when people were criticizing me and saying I was paranoid or I had schizophrenia. Though I'm drug-free, alcohol-free, I'm not having diabolical sex. I didn't get the monkeypox shot. I didn't get the clot shot. I got nothing, nada. And I didn't do it to my children. Okay? So I'm about that life. So if you want to verify people's qualifications, look into their background. If somebody's telling you that they can see creatures and everything, and they got all kinds of artificial intelligence on their body, you got to ask yourself the question, how legitimate are they? If they're charging people an arm and a leg to do basic things that they could teach you, and having and utilizing and basically saphocyting off of the population, or they're parasiting off of people's vulnerability right now, or seeing that they got a new gig because they're not in corporate America anymore. So they saw how easy it is to come online and basically say that they're enlightened and use a whole bunch of terminology they learned from the lunars in their sector, then by all means, but know who they are. And know that if you're going through these people, they're being set there purposefully, and they're being amplified so that they can catch you in a trap. Okay? You got to use your critical thinking, y'all. Please. I'm not saying these things to discredit people, but you have to be mindful that this is a very piloted time, and everything and anything will be used against you. And anything that's being pushed right now, being amplified, if people are coming out of the brick, like if someone says they're awake and are very spiritual, they're not going to just be spiritual on 2022 when it's more financially appropriate for them to be, and it's more it's more beneficial for them. You would see examples of that in their life. You would see examples in their family dynamics. You would see examples in how they display themselves, what they participate with, who they are kikiing with, right? Now, I'm not saying everybody's perfect, but you got to be mindful, because I'm seeing a lot of craziness online. And then also, as I'm getting weaponized frequencies coming through the airwaves when I'm testing the EMF, and I'm watching a video and being freaking radiated at high amounts of things, then you got to wonder, virus of mass destruction, bioweapons of mass destruction. Now you know how they amplified. And not only that, y'all, this is the coup de grace. This is why I had to come to you. At the same point, I said, okay, so they're going to play that game. Let me go get my Brazil phone. Many of you know I travel a lot. I'm out in South America, right? So I have a phone that I use, that I purchased outside the country, that I got in Brazil. Many of you hear me talk about it. It's kind of like I always tell you to get a phone that isn't tethered to this system in here, because remember the iPhones. And I don't know if you know Delbert Blair. He talked about this all the time. He said the smartphones were dummy phones for dummies. Big it's Delbert Blair. Rest in power, Delbert Blair. Look at dummy phones. But remember, he was talking about the fact that Androids back in the days, you could open up your phone and take out the batteries. He said, because even when you turn off your phones, it has a passive frequency that can be amplified while you're sleeping. And there's proof to this, because look at what they did in Syria. When they blew up all the phones and people, the Daros blew up all these people's phones in front of children, blowing up women, blowing up people in places. How were they able to do that? Because all of your technology have these batteries, these weaponized batteries, the same thing they have on smart meters, the same thing they have on your solar panels, okay? These amped up batteries that are literally bombs. And I remember when Delbert Blair told us, take your battery out at night when you're not using your phone and put it aside. Don't leave it in your phone. So what did they do? They stopped making phones where you could take out your batteries. And y'all, I can tell you, and this is very sad, because you know I am a mitigator master of mass destruction. I was under the tutelage of Delbert Blair for many years. You know that on my phones, I always have these mitigators. So you know this is an EMF protecting. This didn't work. Listen to me. I'm really pissed off. So listen to what I'm saying to you, y'all, because it's very important. This didn't work. This mitigator that I purchased, that you spend a lot of money on, does not work. It used to work. It stopped. Look at this. Look at all the mitigators I have on my phone. I have a diode, and I have also an EMF protection with my EMF protecting case. It didn't work. It's override, right? There's an override on all of our mitigators. That's why they sell it to us. Now I realize a lot of times, and you know what's crazy? Listen to this. Back in the days, and many of you who've been a part of my channel for a long time, look at this. Hold on. Do you remember when I was telling you to get these and print them out? Do you remember these? If you've been with me for a while, you remember this. Do you guys remember these? The Fahrenheit cage didn't work that I bought, the bags that didn't work. Here, look at this. Do you remember this? Some of you do. Because there was something I went to, it was Dr. Blair was there. It was another, I went to what was it? Like hold on. I went to it was like a fair, it was like a thing in, oh God, what was it? It was like a conference. It was my last conference I went to with Dr. Blair. I don't know if you guys remember. And remember they was selling these? Remember I told you when I looked in the walls, these are what I saw in the walls when you go close to looking at this is what you see in the wall. So they were selling these, right? So it was like in color. Some of you remember this. So I remember I don't know where the rest of them are. I had a whole bunch of color. I found this, like I had it somewhere hidden and stuff. I found it and then I put it on. Guess what worked, y'all? This is like $2. This is like nothing. I printed a whole bunch out. I was giving it away. Nothing. This worked. This worked. And it doesn't work super duper, but all these super amplified, all these mitigators we're purchasing for $100 and something. And so they stop working. These uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. My camera, I got to go in like 10 minutes. These motherfuckers stopped working. And I checked them. So, okay, let me focus because I'm really upset and I want to kind of get my point. They are weaponizing your cell phones. Be careful. Oh, I'm sorry. I went off tangent. So my cell phone I bought in Brazil, big up to Brazil. I think it's nighttime. Boa noite. Boa noite, tudo bem. Okay. My Brazilian family. So I purchased a phone. So I got to show you. I said, screw this. I'm not going to use my iPhone, right? You want to mess with me? I'm going to use another phone because I know that the phone that I got from Brazil is not the same phone. They don't have the same technology. They have to pay way more money to get these so-called 16 iPhones, whatever, these killer machines. These are weapons of mass destruction. The cell phones are weapons of mass destruction. These lithium batteries, the same lithium that they're trying to go over in Patagonia and burn down a beautiful country. I want to let me give my love in such respect to the Argentinians. I was just there. Argentina, I battle these bastards. If you don't, you're going to lose your country. They want more lithium batteries so they could bomb the hell out of people. So they could put it in your phone and explode it and kill people just when they feel like it. It's the whole Samson effect, the Samson weapon that they do at the end. Okay. These phones are weaponized. So I use my Brazil phone. Okay. So guess what happened when I used my Brazil phone? And I tested it with this. Nothing. That's why they don't want you bringing phones from other countries. That's why the Chinese phone that you could buy abroad when you're in Taiwan or you go to like if you go to Vietnam, they don't let you use those phones there. You know that, right? They won't let you use it. And that's why they keep upgrading your phone to make sure that lithium battery is nice and lithium enough to blow up when it's time to do that Samson when they feel like they're being attacked. Okay. So that being said, I use my phone. And I have to say this quickly because I gotta go. I know I'm gaslighting you. Please, I wish I put a warning on here. I'm sorry. This video is not for you. If you're very sensitive and you feel like this is terrible, I'm on a ship. And I'm watching what these bastards are doing. And I got to get rid of the technology. I can't bring it on the other earth because it's diabolical. But let me show you what showed up. Hold on. Okay, so I turn on my phone, my Brazil phone. There's no radiation coming out of it. I'm like, bet, yes, I did something right. No mitigators on there, maybe one. I don't really have any mitigators on it. So I go and open up to put Wi-Fi on. Do you know what I saw, y'all? This is why the video may not stay up. And this is why I said, be careful watching people online and paying and listening to people who are paid by your government, who are literally weaponized against you. And you have all these provocateurs. You know what I saw when I opened up my Wi-Fi on my Brazil phone? Let me show you. Can you see it? Oh my God. I don't think you can see it. Hold on. Look what that does. Can you see that? Please put it in the chat if you see it. Put a 13 if you see it. Put a 13 if you see it. What does it say, y'all? Click here for virus. Click here for virus. One would say, oh, that's someone's Wi-Fi. I have no one else's Wi-Fi. I'm very remote. Click here for virus. But guess what, y'all? This is the coup de grace, because you can say, oh, FleurBrun, you're paranoid. That's not true. What does that mean? When I went to the regular phone, my regular iPhone and the other iPhone I have, when I went to the Bluetooth, guess what didn't show up? I mean, when I went to the Wi-Fi choices, guess what didn't show up? That didn't show up. That choice did not show up. But then I opened up my Brazil phone again and it said, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe it's somebody else's Wi-Fi. I opened it again. It said, click here for virus. They literally have an option to place the Wi-Fi weaponry that creates a virus that you got to ask yourself, why are all these people displaying viruses and mass destruction? Because you don't realize it's not a real virus, y'all. It literally is a technology, a frequency, so they can turn on high enough to amplify the effects of radiation in your body, and your body display what? Flu-like symptoms, fevers, sicknesses, blurry vision, because it's not a virus. It is a technologically advanced bioweapon that they have placed in people's phones. And the only phone that I could see it on was a foreign phone. That's why they don't let you have foreign phones in the country. That's why they won't let you use another cell phone that's not tethered to their diabolical plans and their weaponry. They don't want you bringing another phone from another country. I just got through, and because I found out that when I watch a certain whistleblower, my phone was off the charts, then I go and get another phone that I feel like was safer. I go in that phone and all I see is click for a virus. So they literally have a click so they can turn a virus on to amplify the frequencies that will make your body go into a cytostorm, will display bioweaponry kind of effects in your body, allegedly. I gotta go. I know I'm gaslighting you. I didn't want to do this. I had to make it before I couldn't make it. I'm going to be tonight on Zoom. You could join us on Zoom. We're going to be tonight. I'm going to talk to the Zombies tonight. Y'all, I'm talking to the mommies, abuelas, daddies, uncles. Keep the goddamn technology right from the children and do not allow them. I had to get on mine to make sure they are not charging their phones, because when you charge it, it goes amps up to over 1,000. It literally is emitting 10 times more radiation, okay? It's very important for everyone in here to make sure, and again, I tested my dogs, it's because they're literally they're shedding all these nanites through these storms, through this fog of mass destruction. It's nanites. Remember, big up to Del Mache, Oracle, I think, and also Oracle. Let me give a shout out to Oracle. Oracle, this little sidebar, a little plug. Oracle is an amazing artist. Her father was one of those amazing reggae artists of all time. He's since passed just recently, rest in power. But his daughter is filling up his shoes perfectly. Look at Oracle's channel. Please make sure. And also Rainbow Food. I'm going to talk about you too. Please support her channel. She has music on Spotify. Really enlightened, talking about women of color, talking about the things that affect that, writing music that talks about who you are, especially as a melanated girl in this time frame. I love her music. She's so talented. She's so much like her dad. Big up to, her dad was a big reggae star. He's so amazing. And his daughter is literally that same genetic quality. So big up to Oracle, support on her channel, go to Spotify. Listen, I want our C-stars to be free. All of you. You know what I mean? Support the C-stars that do things that are positive, that are amplifying the effects and frequencies, please. So thank you, Oracle. Go to her channel and listen to her music. It's really, really light. She wrote it herself. All of it's her own content. She's doing it all. She's doing it up. So big up to Oracle. Also to Rainbow Food Rocks, Gail. Many of you know her. Many of our videos talking about all of our videos, actually all, Gail, that we did in 2000, what was it, Gail? 2017, 18, and 19? We did massive videos about all the vaccines that were being. This is before cucarachas because I'm about this life. I didn't wake up yesterday and I didn't get a check from the government to try to deceive you, or I didn't get distributed by a child trafficker online and basically trained to go out there and be a honeypot to the masses. But if I'm a honeypot, it's a natural honeypot. So Gail and I made several videos on my channel. I think it was on Blog Talk at the time. It was amazing talking about the vaccines, the weaponized vaccines. And they literally, before cucarachas, y'all, this is how you know they knew the setup. Before cucarachas, they took every single video down. They took all of those videos down, right, Gail? Me and Gail did a whole series for a couple videos, took every one of them down, and they've been attacking her ever since. Gail is going to be on the channel within the next couple. You downloaded them? Oh my God, Gail, okay, Gail, we got to get them back out. Gail, see, that's sometimes when I'm a little lazy, my sea stars aren't lazy. They about that light. She's about that light. Okay. Okay, so Gail's got them. I can't believe it. I'm sweating. They're probably turning up the frequencies right now. Let me put my medication. They're probably turning up the goddamn frequencies right now. They're like, screw you, FleurBrun. You showing too much. I gotta go, y'all, because I gotta go out with my little ones. I gotta do some stuff. But I want to just share that with you. Make sure you aren't putting your technology next to your little ones. Make sure, and also for those of you who listen to me over the year, you listen to me. I didn't say it to you yesterday. I've been saying it to you for the last 10 years. You bought silver. You saw what happened to silver. It went up. For all of you who listened to me and bought silver when it was like $19, $20, big up to you. I got to give you a big up because it went up to 91 and it went up. It's the only way that you're going to save yourself. I told you what to do. You should have gone out there, still have a chance. It's going to be higher because you didn't listen to FleurBrun because you thought I was paranoid and you thought I was really out of control. And I am out of control. I actually am. But I mean, for a good reason, right? So I just say that if you get a chance, if you're going to join, you can always come to, I'm going to be on Zoom tonight. We're going to be on at 9. Zombies, I'll go into more detail on the weaponized technology. I know I talk really fast, and I generally don't give short videos like this. I just wanted to get it out as soon as I can. And you can join us on Zoom. Again, we were going to talk about something else, but we're going to talk about what's going on in Iran. We're going to talk about what's going on also in Venezuela. We're going to talk about the silver, which is ramping up. Amped up. We're going to talk about, and I try to give you the hint when I had Rod Hayes on. Do you guys remember when I gave you the hint when Rod came on? I had a silverback because that's his thing because he's a monkey. He's a monkey, Chinese astrology. But shout out to Rod Hayes coming in strong. You know what I mean? So remember when I did the video with him, I had the picture of a silver bullion, with the gorilla on it, which is literally Congo silver, like the Congo. So it's like, it's silverback. That was a hint to you. I hope you listen. Some people listen because I saw them make videos after the fact. So some of you listen and then you benefited because as soon as you purchase it, it went up like $10 or $11. So that's the only safety you have. And I'm going to go a little bit into that. Thank you, Rainbow Food Rocks. Gail is going to be on with me. Gail, we're going to coordinate. England's in the house. England, we got to talk. UK, we got to talk. Monica's going to be on tonight. I got to talk to Monica. Monica, if you're on here, Monica's from the UK. Monica, if you're on, I got to talk to you tonight because I think that you are affected by the weaponized frequencies that they're sending out here. And like I said, there's mitigators that I have, but what it causes, just for anyone who knows, it causes coagulations. It causes thickening and a restriction of your vessels, and it causes a thickening of the blood. All these people getting blood clots and all that stuff is because your vessels are restricting, allegedly. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nurse. I'm a maniac. I'm a frog. Okay. I'm a trans frog, y'all. Don't listen to me. I'm a clown. I'm a maniac. And nothing I say is rational. I'm wrong. I love my government. I think they're wonderful. I think they wouldn't do any harm to you ever. And I think that the Daros are amazing. Khazar is living out of, from the underground tunnels, not doing anything to Patagonia in Brazil, in Argentina. I want to put that out there. Okay, so watch it. I'm going to talk about it again later. I got to go, y'all. I'm sorry. I came on so quick. Take what I gave you, take it well. Do what you got to do. I gave you the tools, I gave you the information. I'm not making it up. Again, weaponized frequencies send through. And when you're listening to whistleblowers, please listen through other platforms like Brave or DuckDuckGo. Also use it on technology. If you can get anything abroad that can still be used in the United States, I wouldn't trust anything over a 12 phone. And that's why they always upgrade phones, so that lithium battery could be nice and spiced up so they can explode it. Okay. The smart meters, the smartphones, the freaking, I told you not to put them freaking, what do you call it? Solar panels on top of your house. If you want to have a solar panel, do a solar field so it's not directly on your house, because it can be used as a direct energy weapon. They're amplifying it in your house. And I have mitigators for days. And for me to say that I spent all this money on all those mitigators that I've tested, I don't buy things and not test them. I tested them over the years and I test them all the time. They aren't working anymore. The frequencies and the fiber optics that they keep putting underneath the ground when they're doing all this construction, it is literally ramping up the amount of EMF waves. That's why people are getting super Cs. That's why I told you to stay away from mushrooms and mass destruction. Mushrooms that are fungi, spores, mold, all that stuff. Stay away from coffee that is not washed. I love my coffee. Coffee has anything with mycotoxins is mold. They get amplified with radiation. So you're getting all this radiation. You're wondering why you're not feeling well. I told you my leg was hurting. As soon as I turned everything off, my leg was back to normal. Okay. It's literally being amplified. And they're basically boiling us like frogs in a pot, slowly frying you. Okay. And the nanites and everything, you got to clean yourself. So we have new mitigators. I'm not going to talk about everything. You can come and talk to us tonight. I have more time tonight. I can't talk to you right now. Totally. I got to go. I'm already going to be late. But I hope this was helpful. Hopefully, if the video doesn't stay up, can you do me a favor? Rainbow Food? Can you, Gail, can you download this video? Can someone try to download it? I can't. I don't have time. If you can, because I don't know if they're going to take it off. I'm going to try to save it when I get back, but I don't know that I can. Okay. So I wish everybody well. I hope this information, if you were gaslit, don't listen to me. I'm an idiot. I'm a liar. I'm a frog. I'm everything wrong. Okay. So, don't listen to me. Do your own research. Listen to yourself. Okay. But if anything I share with you resonates, you go into that rabbit hole and you search and you make truth for yourself. The diabolical is out of control. They have all these controlled oppositions online. They literally have weaponized channels that are created specifically to target you, so they can send out EMF frequencies and raise them up so that they can fry you while you're watching. You don't even know why you're not feeling well, why you have flu-like symptoms, why you have a headache, why you have your eyes are dizzy or your heart is palpitating. It's because you're being Wi-Fi'd. You're being radiated. The radio frequencies are being heightened when you watch certain videos. You ever wonder? Now I wonder, remember all those videos we used to watch back in the days that would make us really sleepy? Because I just came upon this. Doesn't mean it just happened. It probably was happening the whole time. I just fell upon it because I had critical thinking skills that I was using. And when my leg hurt, I didn't just say, oh, it's because of this. I said, I noticed it came out of the blue. And as soon as I checked, guess what? I found out. That's why don't be lazy. You have to do the truth. I can't give you the truth. No one can give you the truth. Truth is something you have to find. I can give you pieces of the puzzle, but you can expound upon it and put them together. Okay? So anyway, I got to go. I wish everybody well. I will see you tonight on Zoom. And I'm sorry if this bothers you. Again, I'm a liar. I'm a terrible person. And I'm a maniac and mentally ill. Okay? So knowing that, you take what you want from this video, and I'm going to go. I wish everybody well. Take care and peace.